I got, hi guys, follow me on my socials. We're gonna watch this video. Follow me on my socials. I bet. We're gonna make this video, boys.
Sam and Nia were YouTube's perfect Christian vlog family.
Hey there guys, it's Sunday morning and we are off to church.
Their 2 kids' happy marriage and impeccable family home was put on full display each and every week for their audience of over 2 million subscribers.
For Sam and Nia, what are the top 3 things that you love about each other?
So when they'd find themselves embroiled in one of YouTube's strangest controversies, it's safe to say that their fan base was completely and utterly baffled. They'd announced that they were having a baby, received millions of views in return, then announced 2 days later that the baby had died. The impeccable timing of the event in combination with other pieces of evidence led to backlash and accusations about them having faked the pregnancy for exposure and views, which Sam and Nia didn't take lightly. They'd find themselves getting kicked out of events for fighting other YouTubers who would accuse them of faking it.
Well, we just got kicked out of Vlogger Fair, guys. Nia's really upset with me.
Before Sam, the male in their happy Christian relationship, was exposed publicly for cheating on his wife in the process.
As you may have seen, my name has been associated with an Ashley Madison account, a website made for spouses who want to have an affair.
Sam and Nia became proof that these flawless family YouTube channels are never as squeaky clean as they present themselves to be, which is especially hilarious as in the beginning of Sam and Nia's channel, they actually blew up by marketing themselves as the good-looking parents. They weren't good-looking to the extent that they were unrelatable, but rather right in that sweet spot where their perfect family seemed realistic. They were believable and almost enviable, the perfect combination to get the audience invested in the family's life, as stated by Penguin Zero.
The audience is 2 people, 2 groups. It's little kids and old parents. Parents that their kids have already grown up and moved out of the house, so now they live vicariously through these YouTube families.
Sam and Nia's first 2 viral good-looking parents sing Frozen led to the introduction of their 2 kids, where vlogs and fun challenges added further credibility to the idea that they were a happy, relatable household. Within 6 months, Sam and Nia had racked up over 150,000 subscribers without so much as a hiccup. There was no drama, no accusations, and certainly no suspicion that the family was capable of doing anything shady. However, it would be in August of 2015 when Sam and Nia announced that they were expecting a 3rd child that their seemingly perfect life began to crumble rapidly. The drama began with this video right here titled "Husband Shocks Wife with Pregnancy Announcement." Now you don't even have to look much further than the title before you begin to ask questions. The husband shocked his wife by telling her that she's pregnant. How is this even possible? Well, in the video, Sam, the husband, takes the pregnancy test into the toilet and uses his wife's pee from the toilet bowl to get a positive or negative reading.
All night long, usually Nia goes pee throughout the night. She has a bladder the size of a golf ball, and she doesn't flush the toilet at night because she's afraid she'll wake up the baby. So here I am, and I'm so excited. I have a specimen.
Upon adding the sample to the test, it indicates that she is in fact pregnant.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
At which point Sam begins to film his wife in the dining room, where Nia seems genuinely surprised that her husband is randomly filming. It doesn't feel like it's been set up.
What are you doing?
Just filming your cute face.
What in the world?
What? Why can't I film
You
you?
do. You're just like randomly like flashing it in my face and stuff.
Sam then presents the pregnancy test to his wife Nia, who maintains the seemingly genuine belief that they can't possibly know if she's pregnant.
Pull it out.
Gosh, you are so funny. Oh, you brought a positive one home. You're such a dork.
What?
You're hilarious.
No, it's true.
You're pregnant?
Yeah.
Guys, this is a joke. Those of you out there who are like, ah, they're pregnant. This is a joke.
After a little bit more pushing, Nia somewhat suspiciously guesses that Sam had gotten a sample from the toilet.
What did you do? Did you get a dropper out of the toilet? No, you didn't.
I did.
No way. Are you serious right now?
However, overall, the video does feel fairly authentic, so it's hardly surprising that it would end up going incredibly viral.
Took some pregnancy tests home that morning. Came home and, the rest is in the video.
As seen in this screenshot, after only 5 days, the video had gained 11.5 million views, which when applying an estimated ad rate of maybe $3 or $4 per 1,000 views, equates to somewhere between $30,000 and $50,000 just for this one video. While they certainly couldn't have predicted that the video would go as viral as it did, the amount of money earned does kind of establish somewhat of a motive for them to fake it. There was financial gain to be had. Adding credibility to how profitable this video had been was the announcement that Sam was quitting his full-time job as an ER nurse nurse in the days that followed their pregnancy announcement video.
Honey, you are no longer looking at an ER nurse.
Oh, really? You really did it?
So yeah, no more nursing for me.
The whole time, the family maintained that Nia was definitely pregnant.
Welcome to our new big family of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Going so far as to record their family's reaction to the news.
Also, before we go, guys, I thought I would share some of the reactions we got from our texts that we've sent out and different messages that I've got today, just to include some of our family in this reactions video, because in person we only got to tell my friends and family. So we sent a group text to Sam's family, his mom, his dad, and all of his siblings, and all of the wives to his siblings.
However, shortly thereafter, tragedy would strike. 3 days after the original pregnancy announcement, and 2 days after the news was shared with their families, Sam and Nia would upload a video titled "Our Baby Had a Heartbeat," announcing that unfortunately Nia had already had a miscarriage.
It just hit us like a bomb. And those of you who have experienced miscarriage before, you know, I can relate now.
Within 2 days, the video had racked up 1.5 million views, and with a ratio of 14,500 likes to less than 1,000 dislikes, it's safe to say that everyone believed Sam and Nia's story. Adding further credibility to this was a vlog posted the following day in which they'd state that they had family over to support them emotionally.
Thank you so much for all your support in the video we posted yesterday. It's been really tough for us. The past couple days has been a total emotional roller coaster, something that we never expected to have to go through. Today we're just kind of leveling off the emotions. Nia and I are doing a lot better. We have a lot of family over supporting us.
Each of these elements framed the entire situation to be legitimate. However, the timing felt almost too perfect. They announced their pregnancy, get a mega viral video, have a conveniently fast miscarriage, then 2 days after that they're back to their normal self. With this in mind, you can understand why skepticism began to develop. It's odd how distraught they appear in this video, but in the video they filmed the very next day, they're extremely happy and full of life, with not an ounce of sadness visible. I doubt anyone who goes through such emotional trauma is able to just cover it up 24 hours later so well, yet there they are with the camera out smiling away and going out to have fun activities with friends and family. This is so fake. People want to show empathy and believe this is real, but let's not forget how far people will truly go for attention, good or bad. Everyone has their own opinion on this ridiculous video, but these people have to live with the fact that this video is bogus. We can all agree to disagree. Comments such as these, in combination with full-blown forum threads attempting to figure out whether or not the pregnancy had been faked, led to a BuzzFeed News article by Stephanie McNeil and Rachel Zarrell, who had done their own in-depth investigation. Remember how Sam said in a vlog that he had quit his job as an ER nurse? Well, BuzzFeed News would go ahead and contact Sam's employer before receiving the following information. When BuzzFeed News contacted the hospital, a human resources spokesperson confirmed that Rader has been employed at the hospital since February. However, she said there was no record of him quitting, and as far as the hospital knows, he still works there. When asked how long it would take for HR to receive an employee's 2 weeks notice, the spokesperson said it varies but usually doesn't take more than 48 hours. Rader told BuzzFeed News that this discrepancy probably means the hospital must not have processed his paperwork yet. He added that he is technically still on the schedule for this week as part of his last 2 weeks of work, but that he called out because of his wife's miscarriage. Well, as mentioned, the hospital might have simply been yet to process the paperwork. This wasn't exactly a good look for Sam, as if he hadn't actually quit, it was a smoking gun showing that in the same week as the miscarriage announcement, he'd been exposed for lying about life events in order to generate content. And if he was willing to lie about quitting his job, what else had he put forward that was also untruthful? What about the pregnancy test itself? BuzzFeed would also get in contact with a medical doctor who stated, the method Sam used to administer the pregnancy test with pee diluted in a toilet bowl is not advisable. It would lead to false negatives and theoretically could lead to false positives as well. Dr. Fiona Clancy, the scientific and medical affairs director for Shoreview, the pregnancy test brand the couple used, echoed Dr. White's sentiment. This is definitely not a method we would recommend, she said. Firstly, the urine will be diluted in the toilet water, and in very early pregnancy, this means the pregnancy hormone HCG may no longer be detectable by a home pregnancy test. In what could be best described as an act of lunacy, pregnant viewers of the Sam and Nia channel then began to test out the toilet bowl method for themselves. One stay-at-home mum, Lindsay Dove, told BuzzFeed News she's 33 weeks along and got a faint positive from the method. A commenter on YouTube, Lacey1987, also wrote that she took a test and got a negative. So I'm 11 weeks pregnant and had my first positive pregnancy test at 4 weeks. Anyway, I just took another test the way Sam did, using pee in toilet water, just for my own personal interest to see if it would work. Test came back negative. I really don't know what to think of this couple. As a response to the BuzzFeed article, Sam and Nia would upload a video titled "Oh No You Didn't," in which the following was stated by Sam.
Last night, guys, I read a horrible article on us. It was a big joke, man. They were just trying to disprove everything, and it was just so ridiculous. They called my work. My work said I was still on that I hadn't quit my job. I guess they talked to the wrong person. They talked to doctors about dipping pregnancy tests in the toilet and how accurate that is. They're like, we definitely don't suggest you use toilet bowl water for a pregnancy test. It was a ridiculous article. Anybody who asked me, was it fake? I'm just like, I don't even feel like responding to it, but no, it wasn't fake. That's pretty much all I say. Or like one interviewer asked me, was it all staged? A lot of people think it was staged. I was like, you know what? It was staged. It was all orchestrated by God above.
Yet Sam stating that it was staged by God above only added extra fuel to the fire, prompting articles such as this one titled, "Did Sam and Nia just admit to their pregnancy and miscarriage being staged?" Which read, "Sam seems to admit that their entire ordeal was staged, but he doesn't say that the events were fake, which is what some of their haters believe." The event's widespread discussion dropped the like ratio on their original miscarriage announcement from over 93% in the beginning to less than 56% after these articles had been posted. However, things were about to get way worse. In the days that followed the scandal, Sam and Nia attended an event called Vlog Affair in Seattle, where they would bump into another vlogging family who had liked a tweet which supported the idea that Sam and Nia had in fact faked their miscarriage. Sam would get into an argument with this other vlogging family, which ultimately led to Sam and Nia being kicked out of the event.
There was a couple of vloggers, family vloggers at that, when we had our miscarriage, and we posted a comment on Twitter about being proud of our unborn baby, changing our lives and making a huge difference in our lives. Retweeted it and said it was jacked up that I had said that. Another one liked it. So they pretty much teamed up and were bullying us is what it was. That's all that it was. They were bullying our family.
The other vlogging family would upload their side of the story.
And at that point I said, why do you want to start? Do you want to start? And he replied, yeah, I want to start.
Which was followed by Sam announcing that they plan on taking a break from vlogging.
Hey guys, today has been one of the hardest days of mine and Nia's life, by far, especially for Nia. And the vlog right now is just not feasible for our life right now. We're going to take a break for about a week.
However, being kicked out of Vlog Affair wasn't the only thing that was taking an emotional toll on Sam. Remember that huge AshleyMadison.com scandal from a couple of years ago? It was basically a website where married people could meet other married people in order to have an affair. In July 2015, the website was hacked, with the hackers stating that unless the site was shut down internally, they'd publicly release the information of every single person who had signed up to the website. Vince Vantage has an excellent video on the whole thing, where he explains that in the end, the site wasn't shut down, and therefore the information of every user was leaked to the public. Well, the leak happened on the 22nd of August 2015, the very same day as Vlog Affair, and you'll never guess whose name happened to be on that list. Dirty Little Secret Man 28, also known as Sam from Sam and Nia. As a response to the leak, the couple would upload a video simply titled Forgiven, in which Sam would claim that his usage of the site happened before YouTube began.
I did make the account. I made the account 2 years ago. This was before I got onto YouTube.
He never actually had an affair through the site.
I've never met with a single person face to face through that website, and that I never had an affair with anybody ever while I've been married with Nia.
And that he and Nia had already worked through this problem in their marriage 2 years prior.
This was brought to my wife's attention. She has forgiven me for this mistake that I made in opening the account. I've sought forgiveness to God, and He's forgiven me. So I've been completely cleansed of this sin.
The video would receive an understandably brutal dislike ratio. However, surprisingly, none of this seemed to have any effect on the growth of their channel. They'd take 30 days off to wind down from everything that had happened. However, over the following 3 years, they'd go from 360,000 to 2.5 million subscribers, at which point they'd upload an update video, which gave an answer to the question of this video. Did Sam and Nia fake their baby for views?
We're still getting comments, not just comments, but emails of people questioning us if we had faked our miscarriage and if the whole thing was real or if it was all staged.
Over 4 years had passed since the drama went down, yet Sam and Nia continued to maintain the idea that it hadn't been faked.
So the real story is, we did not fake our miscarriage. I really and truly found out I was pregnant, and then 2 days later, I had a miscarriage. I can see how people came to the conclusion, you know, we had just had this viral video. It was followed up by some drama from Sam's past.
Yeah, there was a few controversial things that came up, as well as we were going viral at the time.
What they're saying sounds like it's coming from a point of truth. They probably didn't fake their miscarriage. They had no idea that the video would go viral in the first place. They told family and friends about the baby, and while Sam certainly has a bit of a shady past, they don't seem ethically bankrupt to the point where they would fake a baby's death for financial gain.
But that's the most hurtful one, that people would think we would actually fake a miscarriage. Just like, golly, we're people who would never fake the death of a baby. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
You get to draw your own conclusion about whether or not the pregnancy was fake. However, either way, this short chapter in Sam and Nia's life was conclusive evidence that these perfect family channels aren't always as perfect as they seem. The 350 Sam